everybody. I am Roctavia Rose with Rock News UK, and I have the Metal Birds on the line with me. We're just going to have a nice little chat, and you guys are going to get to know some more about this musical group. So, um, first of all, how about you guys introduce yourselves to your international audience?
Okay. Well, hi, I'm Suzanne Birdie. I'm the lead singer of the Metal Birds. And
I'm Sly Rye. I'm the guitar player. Alex and Kevin are here. Octavia, we are glad to be here today. This is fun.
yes, we are.
Awesome. Tell everybody where you're based out of.
We are based out of Austin/Houston, Texas.
Fantastic. So, what I was curious about, I love that. I was going to ask you how you came up with the name for the band.
Well, that was mostly me. I work at the airlines, well, at the airport and for major airlines. So I've always been around planes. I love them. I was trained to be a pilot. So our nickname for airplanes are Metal Birds. So we decided that was a cool name to name the band. So that's what we did. So we're the Metal Birds.
I just have to give you some serious props for the Union Jack in the background.
Thank you.
I appreciate the shout out.
Well, I was born in London, grew up there. Don't have my accent anymore, but I still have my British passport. I have everything. Once I can get back home, then I will. But I haven't been back home in like over a year, so I cannot wait to go.
We are kindred spirits in that. Like I miss it. I went for the first time a couple years ago and fell in love. I've always been like akin to like all of the music and the comedy and the actors and like the aura and everything, like all throughout growing up, and it's wonderful across the pond. So yes, I hope to make it back soon. Hopefully all this wonderfulness lifts and we can travel across the pond again sooner rather than later.
Yes, sooner rather than later.
Do me a favor. What I love to ask musicians is, each of you, please do tell me how you got turned on to just being involved with music or picking up an instrument or anything. Like how did everything start?
Go slide.
Suzanne.
Okay, come on.
You go.
All right, I grew up with my parents were record collectors. So as little kids, there were no records anymore being made, right? So we would listen to them constantly, me and my older brothers. They had, they're the ones that introduced the metal, my uncles and stuff. And I just became so classic rocked that by the time Rage came out, I was still listening to Styx, right? It was like, this world is very strange because all the people that would come over and party at my folks' house or my uncles, they were all rock people, rock. So that's all they ever heard. So when the guitars were broken out, I was fascinated. I wanted to rock.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he picked up a lot, didn't he? I mean, I love his style of music. As for me, my parents, and growing up in London, it was all about rock and pop and the punk movement, and you couldn't go outside your door and walk down Oxford Circus without seeing 100 kids in mohawks and leather and studs, and it was all about Madonna and Michael Jackson for me when I was growing up. And then slowly I got introduced to the heavier side, like Rage and the grunge movement. I grew up in the 90s, so coming to America when I was, in my formative years was, I started with the, very Oasis and Bush, and then I got into Rage, and then I started going over to like more 80s, AC/DC and Kiss, and, it grabbed me from, the moment I was basically born. I love rock. Love it. Live and die it.
I heard somebody was a fan of my handle, of my name, so I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a great interview.
Oh yeah, we love Roctavia. That's the best name for anybody, anywhere, ever. Love it.
Yeah, I can pretty much relate to you. One of the really cool things that my mom did when, even before I was here, she would take headphones and like put music on her stomach while I was still baking, and she would listen to a lot of Pink Floyd and like Frank Zappa, and would yeah, she would listen to like a lot of classical music too. But like her record collection was something to be coveted, and you know,
Yeah.
she she was definitely an audiophile before I knew even what that was. She had some pretty killer turntables and speakers set up, and like I didn't really get to appreciate like what she had going until really probably when I got like into high school, college, stuff like that, and started really listening to more. Like I was this rock infused, so like I can completely relate.
Yeah,
You just said.
it's all like seems to be our parents doing, like, parents need to influence their kids a little bit more with the music style nowadays. Not saying anything, but
I think that our parents kind of had the primo era of music though.
absolutely.
So it was really easy for them to instill like a love of multiple genres because a lot of the stuff that they were listening to was already pulling from multiple genres into becoming unique in rock and roll. And like that's really truly how bands that have I've been saying this, like I could say it till my face turns blue, but I've been saying it over and over. Bands that have staying power have the ability to adapt, the ability to pull from things that they love and make it work. So like can you guys give everybody an idea of what your sound is like, since we're just in an interview and you guys can't hear what they sound like until you jump off of here and check out all their music. But give us an idea of what your sound profile is like.
It's very classic rock, but there's a touch of metal, and live it's very punk because it's quicker. But our songs are short, they're straight up guitar jammers, and Suzanne's loud when she sings, so that's how it goes.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I always call us a pop punk rock, classic rock fusion, but I think we fall under the umbrella of definitely classic rock. Very, very Maiden, very Ozzy, very AC/DC sound. That very Van Halen, all of the classic rock gods. We take our influences from all of them. You can hear all of their influences in our songs, in a way or another. Yeah.
So you guys mentioned the live show. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to live music. Part of the reason, you guys, why I'm a little delayed today was because I had my first jab, first shot.
Yeah.
So other than like being a little sore, I'm ready to get the process going to getting back into live music. So you mentioned your live show not too long ago. I feel like that's a really important part about, gaining a lasting audience, because you can listen to stuff and you're like, oh yeah, this is good, but then that live performance, that's what sets in deep. So like are you more of a, tell us more about, like, are you more of like a production, or is it more of like getting the crowd going? Like give us an idea of what your live show is like until I can get out there and get the videos and get it out to the people.
Well, like a 4-drink minimum. You walk in and everything's upbeat, and then there's a guitar solo, and then Suzanne sings a chorus. It's homage to all of those kinds of songs, but it's toe tapping. I mean, it's just straight rock, so it makes it fun. And then live, of course, it's quicker, and 4 drinks in, or you're right.
Right. Yeah, well, our live shows are really, really upbeat, really, we do our favorites from our songs, you know, which are all the heavy rocker songs. So we so far to date, I mean, we haven't done a show in, gosh, a long time, but before it was, they were really upbeat, you know, so we kind of get the crowd involved. You know, we have a lot of what we like to call our new time anthems. So, you know, we get the crowd involved and like singing that. We try our best. You know, I secretly want to be queen in all our shows. So,
but it's obvious. Because she's a talker. People like Suzanne. She's funny, right? She gets it. She's funny and she jams. So
I love it.
You know, Freddie Mercury set a high standard, and that's what I aim to do in all our shows. You know, get the crowd chanting along with us, singing along with us. You know, even if they don't know the words, you know, they can still sing along. It doesn't matter.
Do you do like the kind of flashy costumes, or are you just like, I'm just gonna do my own thing?
Well, I'm still trying to find my style. You know, I want it to be all glittery and glamoury and you know, so you can see me, you know, I pretend like we're playing, you know, like I don't know, the O2 or, you know, some big arena. So like, you know, I want to wear stuff that you can see me, you know, all the way in the nosebleed seats, even if it's like, you know, 20-person club. I don't care, right? I just want to be as big and and showy offy as possible, because that's what a rock.
She wears Kiss boots. Tell her about the Kiss boots. Those things gotta happen.
Yes.
Short.
I'm short.
Wait, you're talking over me. You're short. You need them Kiss boots.
Yeah, I'm really short, so I need the height. So I have these 5-inch platform Kiss boots that I wear. You know, they're awesome. I love them. I haven't put them on in a long time, but yeah, they're awesome. I love them.
We just need to get you guys some pyro rolling now. That's all.
We would love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I absolutely adore Kiss too. So, yeah.
Okay, good.
So, go ahead and tell us more about what you guys have been doing project-wise. Have you been working on anything during all this downtime, or what's going on in your
writing? We're going to have a new record come out soon, because in pandemic world, all you can do is write, and we're not big fans of cover songs. We have done them, but we know there's a rock hit waiting to be written. And you know, when you're cocky and you're rocking, it's easy to think that, right? I mean, if they all do, if they don't admit it, come on, you know that song's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I really feel like we have the ability to write like a major hit. So we've taken pandemic, we released an album, when was it, in October, and we just this week, last Sunday, released a new single from our new album that we're still, you know, doing the final touches on. So we've been writing, and we've discovered we actually love writing music. It's fun. It's fun to create.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make something is fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Why keep doing cover songs when you can write your own hit, right? I love writing, especially
first
with
rule, right, Roctavia?
Fun.
The songs, we have to like them first, right? So
right.
Like,
so we write the songs we like. We write the music that we like. You know, so that's why it's an infusion of everything that we like, and hopefully everybody likes it too. You know, we've gotten rave reviews on our music, so
we've been really lucky. You know, a lot of stations we've done pretty good, and it's, you know, at first it was super thrilling. Now it's twice the thrill, because these people will ask for more, and you're just thinking, wow, we jammed that one out in the barn, you know, when we were rehearsing. You know, at my place, I got a barn, and that's where we'll jam. And Suzanne's got more room, so does Alex, but I have a barn, right? So
yeah,
we wrote
the barn's fun though.
Having a good time, and then they're getting spun on regular rotation on stage. That's a blast.
Yeah.
We're grateful these stations get us, right? That's just fun.
Yeah, we're very grateful. Yeah.
So what is the most interesting thing that you've seen happen at one of your shows. Do you have any crazy stories to tell me? That facial expression. Do you have any crazy stories to tell me? Or?
We've only played out so many times. And then pandemic hit. We went to England and we partied and we set things up, tried to get things in motion. And then pandemic hit. We've been stuck ever since.
You know, one of the more amazing things that I've seen was, you know, when you play a place you've never played before, and you don't expect much from the audience. You know, you try to get them to sing along, but when they start singing along and they know your tunes, and it's like, who are you? Where did you come from? How do you know our music? That's awesome to like, for me to like look out and people are singing to me, right? That's like, what? How is this even possible? Like, that's the best feeling ever, right?
We did have a bunch of people in Cedar Creek, and all these dudes, we did the Trooper, right? Iron Maiden, the Trooper, and everybody sang along with that. They thought we were pretty hip for that, because Suzanne could do all them parts.
Yeah.
I would love to see you guys play live. It sounds like such a good time.
I can't wait for live shows to be back. Yeah.
You know, we never thought about this indie music radio and that type of thing when we first got together and were playing. So we're bad about photos. We're bad about anything because, and now that we haven't had a chance in so many months, we plan on next chance we get, it's all PR, because we lost a real great opportunity because we never thought we would get anyone to think we were cool, let alone play our songs. Never thought it, right? Who thinks that? Oh, you're gonna get spun on.
We didn't really get into the indie world until like right when pandemic was starting to, you know, happen. We went to England last January, the end of January, and then February everything was closed, and it was like, what's going on? So yeah, we missed some good opportunities, but you know, there's always the future. Hopefully, like, I'm gonna get my second shot tomorrow, and you got your first shot. Ryan's gonna get his shots in another 2 weeks. So, you know, hopefully we'll all be healthy and happy enough to get back out on the road and you know, play.
Yes,
but right now we're really concentrating on writing. Writing is our thing right now. So we've developed our sound and our style over the last year, and we've been nailing. I think we've been nailing the songs, honestly. Like, people seem to love our stuff, so yeah.
It's pretty awesome. So I have to know, who is your most favorite person of all time? Who would you like to like open for, tour with, like collaborations? Let us know. Put it out there for the world.
Go, Rye. Go. I know what his is, so.
Well, here's a long list to open for. All the classic rock greats: Journey, Kiss, the Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Megadeth, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, all those guys to start with. Because of the
mega tour.
Yeah.
You hear that, guys? We need a mega tour.
Oh, and Def Leppard and Iron Maiden.
Of course. For me, it would be, I would love to open for the greatest band of all time, Kiss. I would love to open for Kiss. We have tickets to go see them. It was canceled last year, but hopefully their show is on this year. So that's our second time on their last world tour. I would love to open for Kiss. Love it.
Did you see the thing on New Year's?
No, yes.
Yeah.
We did.
Watched that. I was like a little girl in front of the TV, dancing around like a dork.
In 2019, we flew to Detroit to see them in Detroit Rock City of all places.
The whole band,
right?
that was awesome.
That was awesome. Then they extended it, and I bought tickets for me and him for Austin, and then they canceled it because of pandemic. Yeah. So like a year and a half later, hopefully we can see their final leg of their tour, and it'll be great. I imagine myself up on stage opening for them, but David Lee Roth is supposed to be opening for them. So I mean, Win-win, right?
If we get the chance, hopefully I end up on whatever show or whatever leg of the tour that you guys are on. I think
Yeah,
that
when
would
we
be
come
fun,
through
right?
Chicago, right?
Yeah, that would be trouble. It'd be a really
Yeah,
fun
we
trip.
want to play in Chicago. That
Oh
would
yeah.
be awesome.
That'd be great. There are a lot of wonderful venues here in this
I
city.
know.
A lot of my favorites are the tiny ones, the small ones, the independent venues that are a lot of places where people forget about the small, like those rooms with all the stickers all over the wall and down the stairwells, and I was like, but it's the best show you've ever seen. Or like that small venue where you're in the balcony and you're with like tons of your friends, and then everybody in the building becomes your friend, and you're dancing so hard you almost feel like you're gonna bring the balcony down or the main floor down. You can feel it bouncing. Like, I like venues like that. I love like
the smaller ones are great. Yeah, because they have atmosphere to them.
Yeah, that was a big kind of push for me during the pandemic. Like, even before things really started getting real, because I had an idea of where all this was going, I started being like, hey guys, if you can contribute or if you can help out those tiny venues, like, we're going to be in this for a minute and they're going to be the first places to close. Think about it. That's where we all congregate. That's where we get, and we can't do that. And those are the important spots. Like, a lot of those bands that you see in arenas wouldn't be in arenas without those little holes in the wall.
Exactly.
We have a lot of places that would love to host you here, I'm sure. What about festival circuits? Have you guys put any thought to that? Like, do you have any festival ideologies or anything like that?
Well, we had originally set up some stuff for last year that never panned out. You know, we were supposed to play a couple festivals. I think one was in Wales. One was in like the Midlands in England. I think we had some stuff planned. You know, they were tentative at the time. At the beginning of last year, we were supposed to play last summer, but they just never panned out. So, you know, everybody has been telling us, like, we have a UK promoter, and, you know, they just tell us, they're still waiting themselves. You know, everything's been pushed back because of pandemic. So they're just waiting themselves to be able to start planning festivals again. But no one that we know has been able to really, you know, except for the smaller venues, especially in Texas, that has reopened for some reason. I don't know why, but you know, there's bands that have been playing out, but they can only play in small places because there's nothing really big open to play.
Right.
So we're just waiting for our time. We're waiting for our own moment. Yeah.
Right. The logistics have to be right to haul all that gear and the sound guy. Plus, you know, we have better lighting.
Yeah.
It's not worth the money for 6 people in a taco stand.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, those are cool gigs, but when no one could show up to them, now, you know, it's opening up, but the venues aren't there to try to, you know, it goes beyond just wanting to play, right? You want to get a crowd, and it's possible to do that.
You just don't want to play for, like, you know, 6, like he said, 6 people who are sitting down to eat their meal, you know? And that's really the only venues that have really been open in Texas, you know, without us, you know, flying all over the country or whatever to try and get, you know, a gig that's only paying like $25-50. It's not really worth it right now. So as far as things opening up, we really hope they open up sooner than later. But, you know, we want everyone to be safe and not get sick because, you know, you went to our show and next thing you know, family members are dying because of
none of that. No.
Yeah, none of that at all.
Right.
So, I know your album is like trying to piece together everything. You guys have some new stuff coming out. Can you tell us what is your most desired thing for the band next? Like, I know the album's coming out, but where do you guys see yourself, like, when everything opens back up, maybe like 2 years from now? Like, what's your biggest goal?
Sirius Radio, pile of money, and national airplay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's our goal. Yeah.
national airplay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can make that happen.
Yes.
Yeah, that is our true goal. We really want to be, rock stars.
On the radio, right? Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I always like to kind of get a goofy question in there. So,
Yeah.
please forgive me, but it's one of my most favorite things to do. I always ask if you could have any superpower, anything in the world, what would your superpower be?
I know what mine would be. It would be teleportation. Just so I would never miss a day of work ever again. You could just you wouldn't have to transport anything, you wouldn't have to drive, you wouldn't have to fly. You just be there instantly and just leave whenever you want to. You wouldn't have to sneak out, or I could just leave, come and go as I please, wherever, whenever. I would totally be on the beach right now, doing this interview.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Is it cold up there?
No, actually, it was a beautiful day today. I spent most of it waiting for my shot, and then doing tech stuff to try to breathe life into Bessie.
Yeah.
Figure it out. But yeah.
Yeah. What would yours be, Ryan?
Oh, definitely invisibility. So I could go backstage, check out all the gear. We're being on a budget, and right, as a regular musician like everyone else we run into, I would love to see what they do for gear when it comes to recording, what they use, how to use it. I'm pretty limited to a Marshall, and a Fender, and it's let's go. Right. But it would be nice to see what these people do for mastering and mixing and all the other tricks to sound better.
Yeah.
You know what'd be really cool? When you come up to Chicago, have you guys, I don't know if you've been there, but there's this place called Chicago Music Exchange, and they have a lot of really great technicians and salespeople there, and a lot of beautiful instruments. And maybe if you roll up there, they can work with you and talk to you about some stuff. They're pretty great people. They're awesome.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to Rye about he wanted to get a new guitar, and I saw the guitar he wanted on at what was it, Chicago Music Exchange, and I was like, let's fly up there and check it out. And he was like, but yeah, I've heard, that's the only time I've ever heard about Chicago Music Exchange. But yeah, they have the guitar that he wants there, and I want to come up so I can take a look at it. Yeah.
Isn't that from the Blues Brothers?
What's up? What'd you say about the Blues Brothers? What?
Isn't that Chicago Music Exchange?
Oh, they went all over the city, but yeah, you come here and head up to Chicago Music Exchange, check out some of the venues. Maybe I can host you around the city.
Yes.
Cool. That would be cool.
And take in a show when we can do all this. That'd be a lot.
Good, because we're happy drunks. We ain't fighters. We're happy.
Yes.
Really
we are. I like that energy. I'm all for it. This half hour went by really fast. I just got the notification that I am running out of time here.
Okay.
But I wanted to thank you guys. Thank you to the Metal Byrds for giving me time today to chat and learn more about your band, and everybody out there, UK, US, wherever you are listening to us from, please go ahead and jump up all your musical venues that you listen to and check out some of the Metal Bird stuff. Give them a listen.
Yeah.
As soon as you can. We want to get them.
Do you all need a link to our
national?
Do you need a link?
Yeah. Can I plug some of our links?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, before we run out of time, I'd like to ask everybody to check us out on our website, which is www.themetalbyrds, and it's BYRDS, birds with a Y.com. You could also check us out. We're very active on Twitter, and we're at The Metal Byrds. And check out our Facebook page, which is The Metal Byrds Band on Facebook. And unfortunately, we don't have an Instagram, but we have YouTube. which is the Metal Byrds channel, and we have a Spotify, which has all our music. So check us out on Spotify, Bandcamp, Twitter, Facebook, and our website. And you can buy t-shirts on Bandcamp and our Facebook and our website. Sorry.
Thank you everybody for tuning in, and definitely when you get a chance, give the Metal Byrds some love. Thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Roctavia.
I can't wait to see you guys in Chicago. Yes.
Thank you, Roctavia.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.